Last Quizmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. You re-gifted it, a heart, like it was a panettone. Well, we'll have none of that nastiness tonight because it's the Only Connect Love Special, and we've invited back two beloved teams from ages past, and they are, on my right, Nina Grant, a writer and disability activist who has seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show over 100 times. Katie McGettigan, a university lecturer in American literature whose uncles invented an annual Viking festival in South Warwickshire. And their captain, Ginny Harris, who once played the role of Margaret Thatcher in a production of Julius Caesar. United by their passion for poetry, they are the Part-Time Poets. Welcome back, Jenny. Tell me something you love.
Well, I'm getting married this summer, Victoria, so I'm going to have to say my fiancée, Sarah.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Is your wedding going to look a bit like this?
Well, we're hoping there'll be some flowers.
You are playing this evening on my left. Owen Rees, a music teacher who performed a fanfare for Princess Diana. Phil Nelson, a principal lecturer who has a cat called Pudding. And their captain, Daniel Tute, an actor and musician who was twice a finalist in the Global Whistling Championship. United by a relish for romance, they are the Romantics. Daniel, what do you love?
I love uninterrupted nights of sleep, which are very, very rare in my house at the moment.
That sounds romantic.
Well, yes, but also it's a small child who just won't stay asleep.
Surely that's what you love?
Of course, I love all my children.
Let's get on with the quiz. Welcome back, all of you. It's a delight to see you again. I think you were last here in 2016, Romantics 2014. It's a long time since we've seen you. You've had to have a lot of children, have you, to fill the gap where quizzing used to be?
Yes.
The Romantics won the toss, so they'll be going first. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
I would like the two reeds, please.
The two reeds. It's a lovely music question. You'll be hearing your clues. First one coming in now.
Okay, it's a cover version of Britney Spears. Yeah, is it? No, it's not. What's the...
Move on. Next, please.
I know time's gonna take its toll. We have to pay for the love.
Oh, I know this.
Sounds a bit older than
Yeah.
Britney sounds, doesn't it?
Oh, next, please. Okay. Next, please.
When tears come down.
2 seconds.
Is it time?
It is not time. Part-Time Poets, do you know?
Are they crying?
I mean, not really, though they might involve it. We heard Creep, The Dark End of the Street, Unfaithful, and Your Cheating Heart.
Okay.
Wow.
So actually, Love Gone Wrong was the link there.
Creep, wasn't it?
I'm glad you didn't get points there because you're feeling full of love. You know, there's children, there's a wedding coming, you all look wonderful. You know those bitter question editors that come up with this sort of thing? We didn't like that question. Let's have another one. Poets, what would you like?
The Horned Viper, please.
Very nice choice. Let's see if this is a bit better. Your first clue coming in now.
Okay,
Alexis.
yep.
We can get it from that.
Yeah.
Next, please. Lovelace, Gateway.
Lane. Another one, I think.
Yeah, next, please.
Bernard. Go for the next one.
Next, please.
Lovage.
Lovage. No, not Gated.
Lovely.
Babble.
The oppressive buzzer.
It's Babbage or Babble.
I don't think you're getting it.
really
I don't think
not.
we're quite getting there.
Romantics, do you know?
Is it Ling?
It's not. So you're right. The last one can become Babbage. If you extend the others, you will get Lovelace, Gates and Berners-Lee. It's a sort of computer question. It's computer pioneers truncated because Ada Lovelace starts with love, as do we all, in a way.
Yeah.
Back to you, Romantics, for a choice. What's it to be?
Twisted Flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. What connects these clues? Here's the first.
Henry VIII's second wife's family home. Is that Hever Castle?
Yeah, so Hever.
Next,
So
please.
Hever.
Albert Einstein's Nobel Prize
Okay, were they
for physics.
were they taken away, or was it
I need another one.
something that
Next,
they-
please. David Hasselhoff. The Hoff. What's his catchphrase? Don't mess with the Hoff.
Hever.
Hoff.
Hever.
Off
Hoff.
with
a
his head.
head.
Off. Off. Next one, please. Are they things that were lost in divorce cases?
Oh, very well done. They were subject to divorce proceedings. Well, lost or won, slightly depends which party you're talking about. But I think you knew the first clue, Hever Castle. Anne Boleyn's family home went to Anne of Cleves. Albert Einstein, and it was actually a future Nobel Prize. Einstein's wife managed to negotiate a settlement where if he won a Nobel Prize in future, she'd get the money.
Wow, that's good going. Isn't
David
it?
Hasselhoff, it was actually his wife that lost there because she contested that she had a right to the nickname and catchphrase, but the Hoff managed to hang on to that.
Okay.
And Marvin Gaye's Here, My Dear, that was an album, and it was because in his divorce from Anna Gordy, he had to undertake to record an album, the royalties of which would go to his wife. So all things that were lost or won, depending on your point of view, in divorce settlements. Well done. Part-time poets, what would you like?
The lion, please.
Lion. What would connect these clues? Here's the first.
Single couple, so it's a bit of a
Yeah.
oxymoron.
Yeah, that one. Next, please. Next, please.
So are these like taglines for online dating services, maybe?
Single couple.
I don't know.
Really make sense.
Should we get another one?
Yeah, no, next, please. I think it might be either the opposite or...
2 seconds.
Only connect.
Only connect is the answer. What's going on here?
They are synonyms for only and then synonyms for connect.
Exactly so. And Katie, you were saying, are they slogans for dating sites? In a way, I mean, people think of this as the show that brings people together.
Can see why Ian Forster didn't go for exclusively join.
Or just get online.
Single couple, the prose and the poetry, and all will go together. Back to you, romantics, for a choice.
The Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What connects these clues? Here's the first.
Dog jumping for
Hot dog.
Albuquerque.
It's yeah. Go on. Should we go next?
Next, please. Bagel.
Okay, their moves. Obviously, they're not the obvious. There's something.
Figure skating.
Or car thing.
Yeah,
You do
something
hot
to,
dogs.
something to do with maybe skateboarding. or
Next
something.
one, please. Just left. There you go. So that's a sporting term, isn't it?
Okay, they are. Yeah, so a bagel is a zero, isn't it? You score a bagel. A let is a sporting term. Yeah.
They're sporting terms.
I need to hear something a bit more specific.
They're sporting terms which describe a zero, or nothing has happened.
I can't take it, I'm afraid, so I'm going to show the last clue to the part-time poets.
Are these opening scores what you start with?
That's not it. They're terms from tennis.
Oh.
A hot dog, I don't know if this helps, but it's another word for a tweener, which is, you know, the kind of shot where you hit it back between your legs, a betweener.
Okay, yeah.
A bagel, that is to do with finishing with zero.
Yes,
But
it's
to
not.
let, that's not really zero, you would just have another go. So you were right with sporting terms, but specifically tennis. Back to you, part-time poets, the last question of the round, the water question. These are going to be picture clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
Heart. Yeah.
Okay,
we can do that.
Next, please. Where's that?
It's a city. I don't know which one.
Okay.
Next, please.
Kiss.
Kiss. Oh.
Oh, are these London? I mean, radio stations. London radio
Yes.
stations.
Oh, heart.
Kiss.
Capital.
Capital. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
Radio stations, maybe specifically in London.
They are London radio stations. Didn't need the last clue. What's this?
Magic.
Magic is the last one. And what's happening at clue 2?
We presume that is a capital city.
It is, of course, Cardiff, the main capital city. Most people, when they think of a capital city, will think of Cardiff.
Of course.
Even though this is a London question, we thought, just to help you along, we'll put the capital that springs most readily to most people's minds, which is, of course, beautiful Cardiff. That means, at the end of round 1, the Romantics have 1 point, the Part-Time Poets have 3.
Right, sequences.
Round 2 now, sequences. What comes forth in a sequence is what I want to know. And the sound of your team remembering that sequences come next after 8 years away, that's the spirit, warming up nicely. You'll be able to choose first. What would you like?
Let's go for the lion, Dan.
Phil says lion.
Lion. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Time starts now.
Marjoram.
Okay, let's go. Let's see another one.
Next, please. Jerome. Robson and Jerome. Next, please.
Okay, what can we add to the front of that? Amy.
Major. Amy.
So what's in there then? We've got man.
2 seconds.
So it's an anagram of Johnson. Son John.
Would be a workable answer. Well done. What's this sequence?
They are anagrams of a sequence of prime ministers.
Major, Cameron, May.
Conservative prime ministers.
Yeah, Conservative Prime Ministers, because it was really hard to get good anagrams. We needed to have Cameron, because he's the anagram of romance. But then the sequence goes slightly wrong if you can't get good anagrams, so we've made them Conservative Prime Ministers. Very well calculated. Next after May would be Johnson.
Amazingly, we forgot it was a sequence.
No, amazingly, our captain forgot it was a sequence.
I wonder now why we invite them back. Should you give them a few years? You know, they've got old, they've had kids, they've drunk a lot. I mean, I get to come back, but I've got the answers written on the screen here. But you got there in the end. Very well done, well calculated. Part-Time Poets, what would you like?
Twisted Flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Equals, I'm happy to wait.
I have no idea.
Next, please.
Equals, okay, I'm going to help.
It sounds a bit like the sort of language of flowers
Yeah, like
thing.
mass
does,
secret
yeah.
messages.
But I don't know how that could be a sequence.
That is a... Yeah. Was it like... next, please.
Oh.
Was it like... Best wishes.
Okay.
Almost
Oh,
forgot.
Is this like a speech?
So it's going to be like a speech or something, isn't it? Like something. Love is.
Oh, could it be like
3 seconds.
Is it like love is patient? Love is
Oh,
kind. Love
kind.
is...
oh, St Paul's letter to the...
Yeah,
So
correct.
what's the fourth one?
Doesn't boast.
Doesn't boast is the right answer. I think you might need to put it in some other words.
Oh,
Love
okay.
equals doesn't show off about itself.
More concise than what we had, which is, to be honest, I don't like to talk about it, but that's right. Something that means I don't boast. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonour others, it's not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. Hope you will have that in mind at the altar.
Absolutely, I will.
Well done, you get the points. Romantics, what would you like next?
The horned viper, please.
OK, this is going to be a picture sequence. What would you expect to see in the fourth picture? Here's the first.
Okay, LG.
Life's Good.
It's a Life's Good. It's a Korean company, I think.
Right, next then, please.
BT. LGBT. Yeah. Okay.
Plus.
So we could, yeah.
It's going to be.
Is it going to be?
Is there going to be 2 letters in it?
Speak it out. LGBTQ.
And is there another one before them?
Yeah.
Should we take the next one?
We take the next one. I think it's going to be
Next,
2
please.
at a time, isn't it? QI, and then.
So is it just a plus symbol?
Yeah, I think we just go with plus.
Yeah.
An addition symbol.
That is what we've got. We've got something else as well, but I will accept an addition symbol. What is the sequence?
It's LGBTQI.
Exactly. So we've gone with A+. We're including the A for asexual and aromantic. But actually, the point of the question is to show the vast range of different types of love and identity. And so I'd have taken almost any letter of the alphabet as a symbol of what an inclusive evening we're having here. And plus, I think, covers most
I'll
things.
drink to that.
Back to you, part-time poets. What would you like?
The Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
There we go. All right. Love.
Next, please.
That's a little harder. Sorry.
Oops, Yuri-K, Furakake. It's a Japanese spice. It's not about the Y, though, is it?
Is that a kind of like linguistic symbol in runic or something?
Maybe
Is
next
it?
one.
Next,
know.
please.
Stricker.
2 seconds. Yeah, me neither.
Go for thorn, maybe. The runes.
Yeah, Thorn.
Thorn is not the answer I'm looking for, I'm afraid. So romantics have the chance for a bonus point.
Is it couples?
It is not couples. You're a lot closer. I think you know what the question's about, but that sort of sequence. What's going on here?
Are they the American Ryder Cup captains?
Yes, they are. And the rather mean thing is that the captain following Stricker has not yet had his Ryder Cup. It is Zach Johnson.
Is the next one.
Successive American Ryder Cup captains going forward towards 2023. What would you like for your next question?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
17/5 conclusion of the Dambusters raid. 17th of May.
Is that 17th of May?
Okay, next, please. 16/4, that's 16th of April. So the day of the month is going down in the month.
Yeah.
So it's some-
it'll
oh, it's
be
Valentine's Day,
15/3,
14/2.
14/2.
Which battle was it, do you know?
Oh. It's the Battle on Valentine's.
14/2. It's the Battle of...
I don't think it has to be a battle. I think it's something that's known on that.
Oh, okay. The Valentine's Day massacre, or the Japanese advance on Sumatra.
I mean, that's far more learned than I would know. I will certainly accept the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
yeah, that was
What
it.
do you think we'd have had at clue 3?
Something that happened on the 15th of March.
Hold on, I'm actually going to ask your team. What is the 15th of March?
It's the Ides of March.
And what might have happened on that day?
Julius Caesar might have been assassinated.
Exactly so. We're looking for violent acts that occurred on these dates. And as you spotted, the numbers are going down. And I think many people watching will have in their own minds any kind of rows that have occurred on Valentine's Day at the past, any kind of disagreements that you might want to just think about quietly at home. So well done. And part-time poets, 1 question remains, the water question. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Amor. Symphony.
What, like,
That's Amore.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Next, please.
Oh.
Amour. Okay.
So
we've got Italian, we've got French.
yeah.
But what's the sequence?
Should we get the next one?
Next, please.
Is it like first amo, because it's Latin?
Oh.
Maybe, but that
Yeah.
doesn't sound right.
Ammo, but it's ammo, amat.
But Amor would be Latin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
But it's also Spanish. So
like
we've got
Amor.
Italian, French, Spanish.
Buzz.
2 seconds.
Another romance language, anybody?
Should we just try it? Amo?
ammo.
Oh, yeah, ammo.
Not it,
oh.
I'm afraid. Romantics, a bonus chance for you.
Is it simply first love?
It is not. This is a series of romance languages, 2 the most widely spoken. And the trick is that second is not Spanish, but Portuguese.
So it's amor again.
It's amor again, because first would be Spanish, and that is
Yes, of
also
course.
amor. That means at the end of round 2, the romantics have 8 points, the part-time poets have 5. And now, the most loved of all the rounds, the connecting wall. Part-time poets, you'll be going first this time. Please choose lion or water.
Lion, please, Victoria.
2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Okay, we've got terms for a partner. Partner plus one, other half.
Oh, yes.
Innamorata.
Innamorata, consort, partner, date.
Other half as well.
Okay, there's too many of these. We're going to need to narrow it down a bit.
tennis
Love
players.
sick, love machine, love letters.
Love.
Like, maybe get rid of those.
Yeah.
I would try tennis players. There's Nadal.
Yes, Nadal.
Osaka.
Osaka.
Shrikafan, maybe.
Probably.
And Vipati or Nishikori, one of those, maybe.
Okay.
So try it with Bupati.
Okay. Not Nishikori.
Yeah. He's the one I don't think is. Oh, maybe he's a tennis
Try it
player.
with Nishikori.
Not Shrikapan.
Yeah. No.
Okay, let's ignore that one.
All right. Okay. Sick. What else could sick be if not love sick? Or naughty.
Try the plus ones again, and we'll look at them.
Yeah, plus one,
okay.
partner, date, consort.
Partner, date, consort.
Okay, take out.
I think we're getting in the weeds here. I think we
Yeah.
need something
Yeah.
else to do.
Oh, there's love in the middle of Innamorata.
Oh,
like,
amor.
amor.
And then where else is
Oh,
there
yeah,
love?
sorry.
Oh, come on.
God, I can't see
Been too
anything.
long, hasn't it?
Plus one, date, consort.
Just try those.
Yeah, I am trying them,
No, I
but
can
keep
see.
thinking.
Try tennis players. Dates, Nadal. Yeah, try date.
And then who was our other tennis player?
Chopin.
Okay, try Bupati.
Yeah.
Maybe take out Osaka.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Bupati.
Both of
Shrikapan.
these. Yeah. And then date, and then
Nadal.
Nadal.
Shrikapan, Bupati, Nadal.
Wow, just in the nick of time you found one group. Please tell me what connects Srishapan, Osaka and so on.
They are tennis players.
They are tennis players, all Asian tennis players.
There are
And
a
you can still
couple.
get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find. So let's resolve the wall. There we go. Letters, plus one, machine and sick.
Oh, yeah, that's love. They start with love.
Yes, love letters, love plus one, love machine, love sick.
You can put love in front of all of them. And where you were thrown was Love Plus One. It's a song by Haircut 100. They all become song titles. The other ones are other expressions as well, but Love Plus One, the Haircut 100 song. And the next group, other half, Innamorata, and so on.
Those are terms for your romantic partner.
Exactly so. And the last group, Nadal, Naughty, Love Boat, and Nishikori.
Have nothing in them.
Yes.
They start with
Like
nothing.
nada,
Yeah.
naught, love, and I don't know Nishikori, but that seems like a logical.
Nish would be a slang for nothing. So you found one group and you gave me all four connections. That's a total of 5 points. Let's bring in their opponents now, give them an equally lovely wall and see if they fall for it. Romantics, you will be getting the water wall, 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Okay, so Mia Wallace, she's in Pulp Fiction.
Okay, I've got
Go on,
drinks
go.
at the beginning. Steinbeck, cup, Stein, cup, glass.
Stein,
Cup,
Cupid,
yeah.
Glass House, yeah.
Muggins.
Muggins. Good, very
Nice.
nice.
Brilliant. Okay.
Anya, she's a goddess of fertility and love. Venus is the same. Hathor is the same. Freya and Rati are both.
Yeah, let's
so
try those. Then
cycle those.
there might be a lot of those ones. Have we got movies? Is The Bride, Kiss? Is a Prince song? Me More. Was that a lyric?
Love
or
Me More.
Oh, yes, that-
Love Me More.
Mia Wallace. Who plays Mia Wallace? Uma Thurman, right?
Okay.
Emma Peel. Did she play Emma Peel in the?
Emma
and
Peel
the Bride
is-
in in
These are
the
Uma
thing.
Thurman films, do you think, are
Are
they?
parts that she's played?
Okay.
Have
Have you tried the gods then?
I've tried some.
Okay, I think they're Egyptian. Hathor. Have you tried Hathor?
Hathor is one, Venus is one, Anya is the
Yeah, but
Irish
Venus,
one.
Rati.
Rati and Freya. But I just
Okay.
need,
Okay, miss out Hafer.
yeah, I've tried that. Okay, keep going.
Miss out Anya.
Miss out Venus.
Can we say who? Yeah,
good.
There you go.
Okay,
Right,
well
so
done.
we've got-
I think they,
so
I think
we've
they
got
might be
the,
Egyptian or gods anyway.
How much time have we
Love
got
me,
left?
kiss me.
The Bride, I think, is in Kill Bill.
Okay,
isn't
I'm
she?
looking at.
She's the pie in Kill Bill.
Are we looking at sculptures here, or Kiss, Venus? I mean, they're songs, aren't they? Kiss
Well,
by Prince, Venus.
Kiss, Venus, Poison Ivy is a song.
Bananarama. Did they do
Yes.
them? Poison Ivy. Go to the songs, Dan. Kiss, Venus, Poison Ivy.
Kiss, Venus, Poison Ivy.
And what would be a character though? No, so get rid of.
No.
No, so go back to the film characters then.
Okay, I think it's Emma Peel. Mia Wallace, the bride.
Yeah,
and
so we've
one
got to
of
have a
maybe
guess
Venus.
now.
Should we go Venus? Okay.
Poison Ivy, I think.
Or me. Me could be a character name, right? If it was like a meta.
Okay.
It's not sort of something to Demi Moore.
No, that would be with an A. Oh.
That's
never
your
mind.
3 lives.
Never
The wall
mind.
has frozen. But you found 2 groups. And what about the connections? Muggins, Steinbeck, and so on.
They begin with drink receptacles.
Drinking vessels at the start. And the next group, Hathor, Anya, and so on.
They're goddesses of love, fertility, and
They are love deities, quite right.
Deities, yeah.
And you can get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find. So let's resolve the wall. There we go. Me more, Kiss, and the Bride.
the songs. If you put "kiss" at the beginning of them, so "kiss me."
If you put, you knew that during the wall and you wandered away from it, but that's it. Kiss me, Sixpence None the Richer. Kiss me more, kiss, kiss. Kiss the Bride,
Yeah.
Elton John.
Yeah.
And the last group, Mia Wallace, Venus, and so on.
Uma Thurman has played these in films.
Roles played by Uma Thurman, and she played Venus in The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. So that was a sort of nasty red herring. But you found 2 groups. You gave me all 4 connections. That is a total of 6 points. Let's see what that does to the overall scores. The Romantics have 14 points. The Part-Time Poets have 10 points. Time now for the missing vowels round in this special. Fingers on buzzers teams. I can tell you that the first group of disguised clues are all things that Maria von Trapp loves. Romantics?
Raindrops on Roses.
Correct. Poets?
Bright copper kettles.
Yes, indeed. Poets?
Sleigh bells.
Exactly. Romantics?
Crisp apple strudels.
Delicious. Next category, they all married the same woman. Poets?
Sean Penn and Guy Ritchie.
They both married Madonna. Poets?
Joe DiMaggio and Arthur Miller.
Married Marilyn Monroe. Poets?
Mick Jagger and Rupert Murdoch.
Married Jerry Hall. Romantics?
Jodie Fired and
Not it, I'm afraid. Poets, do you know? No, it's a tricky one. Eddie Fisher and Richard Burton. They married Elizabeth Taylor. Next category, books of love. Poets?
Love in a cold climate.
Yes, it is. Poets?
Eat, Pray, Love.
Correct. That last one was the children's story, Guess How Much I Love You. But the love chime has sounded for the end of the quiz. And looking at the final scores, the winners and our love champions are the Part-Time Poets. Very well done. You have 17 points, 15 for you Romantics. So it was a close run thing. In kissing distance, you might say. Very well done, all of you. Thanks so much for coming back. Wonderful to see you again. I love you all. I love you too. In fact, as a token of my affection, I'm not going to sing again.